Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Beth Lemmer-Jay on behalf of Travelweek. Travelweek is Canada's #1 source of news for travel agents, and we are dedicated to getting you the information you need to sell amazing holidays. I'd like to welcome you all to today's webinar, Scenic Eclipse Ultra Luxury Yacht Cruises. The world's first discovery yachts have been designed with your clients in mind, delighting both the keen explorer and the sophisticated traveler. Before we get into today's presentation, I just want to review some housekeeping items with you. As always, we will have time for Q&A at the end of the presentation, so please feel free to drop any questions or comments in the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen throughout the webinar, and we'll get to those after the presentation is over. We also have a giveaway today, a $100 gift card. And in order to be eligible for that giveaway, you do have to stay on until the end of the webinar. The winner will be emailed later, so keep an eye on your email to see if you are the winner. So let's get to it. For today's presentation, we'll be hearing from Tracy Daniels, Business Development Manager with Scenic Cruises. Welcome, Tracy.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you for being with us, Tracy. The stage is all yours.
Excellent. Well, thank you. I'll just share my screen here. And we'll get started. Lots of exciting things to mention here today. So I'm going to go over in the next 30 minutes. I'll kind of briefly give you the Scenic story, tell you the family that we are a part of, and the Scenic Eclipse difference. Absolutely beautiful world's first discovery yacht, and all the wonderful onboard experiences and the incredible journeys that your clients can join us on. So to get started, just quickly, again, for those new to Scenic, we are a privately owned Australian company. So we've been in business for over 37 years, very innovative family-founded cruise business and land journeys. So we do have land tours as well. So those may be familiar with us with our luxury all-inclusive river cruising as well throughout Europe and Southeast Asia. And then the next chapter was the big excitement in August of 2019, where Scenic Eclipse launched. So I'm going to take you through all the wonderful journeys that you can offer your clients. So Scenic Eclipse is the world's first discovery yacht, as Beth mentioned. So we operate a truly all-inclusive ultra luxury with small guest numbers. There's a maximum of 200 guests sailing in our polar regions and 228 guests in the other regions around the world. We are purpose-built for the polar regions of Antarctica as well as the Arctic, but we're also equipped to introduce guests to the best journeys throughout Japan, the Russian Far East, the warm waters of Europe and the Mediterranean, as well as North and Central America. Including an inside passage that I'll show you here in a few minutes. So when your clients travel on board Scenic Eclipse, they can be confident that every detail is taken care of by our highly trained staff that will absolutely anticipate their every need. So again, the Scenic difference with our beautiful Scenic Slip ultra luxury 6-star truly all-inclusive experience, state-of-the-art technology that I'll touch on here in a moment, worldwide discovery, so very unique itineraries as she sails all over the world. Fantastic small guest count, as I mentioned, and an incredible discovery team that really make a difference in your client's experience, and absolutely world-class culinary and our beautiful comforts of our suites that you have to choose from. But again, in Scenic style, we are truly all-inclusive, and that's what we're known for. So every significant element of the journey is taken care of and into consideration, from dining to beverages to wellness to entertainment options on board to shore excursions and special events. So we take this all the way to butler service for all guests, Wi-Fi included on board, mini bars included, airport transfers on cruise days, as well as all the tipping. So the gratuities are included as well. So makes for a wonderful, very seamless, very relaxing, carefree experience for clients. So going into the state-of-the-art technology, very high-tech ship. So innovation is at the heart of our Discovery yachts. Very elegant looking, as you can see, and they've got that technological power of an expedition ship. But Scenic Eclipse is truly unique. So she travels to some of the most beautiful and remote regions on the planet. And as part of our commitment to ensuring these destinations retain their wonder, we've invested in the state-of-the-art technology and environmentally sustainable systems, just to leave as small of a footprint as possible. So some of the unique features on board with the technology is Polar Class 6 rating. So she's designed and built to the latest standards for ships operating in the polar waters. She also has a Comfort Class 1 notation, which is the lowest passenger ship noise and vibration throughout the public spaces and the suite. So again, all those little details have been taken care of in the design of our ship. She also has oversized zero-speed stabilizers. So they're custom built, and they're 50% larger than those of other ships her size. So it provides greater stability as she navigates the waters. She also has a strengthened hull. So she's got forward bow thrusters and an electronic Azipod propulsion system, which enables safe navigation. A very unique feature is her GPS dynamic positioning system. So this allows Scenic Eclipse to maintain her location without dropping anchor onto the sensitive seabed. So she can really do a 360 right on the spot. So that also allows us to kind of go in, especially in our Antarctica program, into some harbors that other vessels can't go into because, again, of this dynamic positioning. So really incredible advanced technology on this ship. And here's our captains highlighting some of this as well.
My name's Captain James Griffiths, and I'm joined by the second captain of the Scenic Eclipse, Captain Erwin Larizik. You've been involved in the Scenic Eclipse project now for a year. I remember first meeting you actually in Pula during the very first sea trial when you joined us. The expedition industry, as we know, it is a very different part of the industry to conventional cruise ships, much smaller vessels, fewer people. What do you think the future is for this type of expedition yacht in the industry now?
I think we are setting the standard here. Yeah. We are setting the standard in so many different activities, not just about using few zodiacs and going around disembarking passengers, guests on the beach. We're setting the standards with offering so many different activities, kayaks, the helicopters, the submarine, and the future is the fact that we are so much more advanced than any other ships in terms of safety, with the building of this ship, all the automation that we have a dynamic positioning, so we don't anchor. We anchored basically once a month in Antarctica to make sure that
the anchor still works. Yes, exactly.
So very incredible technology on board and incredible crew that we have as well. So something very unique is for those guests that kind of want to peek behind the scenes, we've got an open bridge policy, which is fantastic. So at the end of deck 5, you'll see when the door is open, that means you can go and visit the captain and the officers anytime and learn all about the fascinating, innovative, and advanced technology here. The gentleman, the second in from the left, that's Captain Larizik. He's actually from Vancouver. So he's one of the captains on board Scenic Eclipse. So it's great that we have a Canadian captain on board the ship. So taking a look at the onboard experience, I'll take you around the public areas here. Absolutely stunning ship, as you can see. So this is the Scenic Lounge, kind of the main hub of the ship. There's the reception desk on the other side of this, but just again, beautiful casual sitting area there. You'll meet there to go out on an excursions. Some entertainment will take place here in the evenings. And of course, we've got this wonderful bar that you can see. That's our whiskey bar that has over 100 types of whiskey. Of course, all included with Scenic. So very, very unique center. We have some quiet areas as well on board. So at the front of the ship, we have the observation lounge. So again, nice, comfortable seating area there that you can relax in. We've got a specialty coffee and specialty tea station there that guests can help themselves to at any time. Swarovski telescopes as well to take in the incredible natural beauty that you'll see in each stunning location. In front of this, just outdoors, is the observation terrace. So a great viewing area of all the sights and sounds in the destinations. We also have an incredible spa. Excuse me. Our Senses Spa boasts over 5,900 square feet of pure indulgence. It's an absolutely incredible, expansive space. Lots of beautiful wellness inclusions, from the saunas to the steam rooms. There's relaxation lounges, temperature controlled plunge pool. It's a great way to spend your time on board while at sea. Guests are free to use the facilities and all the saunas and the plunge rooms and everything like that. The only additional charge is if your clients book a spa treatment, such as a massage or a facial, that they can book while on board. But absolutely wonderful space here. We've got our relaxation lounge here. So there's some thermal loungers there as well. Just outside of this area here, there's a vitality pool. Again, nice little quiet area attached to the spa for guests to enjoy. We also have some incredible fitness facilities. So we have a yoga and Pilates studio. So guests can join in on some stretching and Pilates classes. We have a state-of-the-art gym. Also available are some private sessions that guests can book for an additional fee with the personal trainer on board. And then also we have a custom designed state-of-the-art theater. Has a full service bar that guests can enjoy. And in here will be everything from live music performances to presentations, to movies, to port talks, to educational lectures by the Discovery team, and more. So a really great space as well. We also have a boutique. So we've got a nice luxury boutique offering different accessories, jewelry, clothing as well. Of course, in our polar regions, our Discovery Center is an important aspect that we have designed on our ship. So we have this wonderful Discovery Center. So guests will have receive on our polar cruises a complimentary polar parka. As well, they can use these insulated polar boots, and they'll be briefed on the day's spectacular highlights here in our Discovery Center here. Now, taking a look at our beautiful accommodation choices, no matter what luxury suite guests choose, every guest will be treated to the personal services of their butler. So again, that customized personal treatment that they'll get to enjoy. So we've got suites, all have private verandas on board Scenic Eclipse. So a really great feature, and the suites start at 344 square feet. So really nice, spacious accommodation. So here's our deluxe veranda suite here. Nice sitting area there, lounge area, as well as a nice, spacious ensuite bathroom, fully stocked and replenished daily mini bar that's included. We have an illy coffee station as well. All the suites as well will have their own crystal decanters. So if there's a certain spirit that your clients like that they've had in one of the lounges, all they have to do is ask their butler, and their butler can stock that in their suite to enjoy. We've got Dyson hair dryers as well in all of the suites. So again, all those high touch details in all of our suites. We have some spa suites as well, so a little bit larger, spacious areas there to relax and enjoy, and very spacious ensuite with this beautiful soaker tub that looks out to the water. And with our spa suites as well, they'll have a 1-hour complimentary spa treatment included as well. We have some larger accommodations as well. So this is the Grand Panorama Suite. So we have 4 of these on board the ship as well. So again, nice larger space, including a private dining room table. But we also have our penthouse suites, very, very spacious accommodations, nice large private terrace area with their own private jacuzzi, and just absolutely incredible. They can be linked with one of the spa suites to make it a 2-bedroom owner's penthouse suite as well. So again, very stylish and comfortable accommodations for guests to relax and enjoy. Now on the culinary side of it, definitely my favorite part. We have up to 10 dining options included for our guests. So it really, there's so many menu items that it would take you about 2 months on board to experience them all. So let's take a look at all of the wonderful options. Again, all the way from casual to fine dining. So again, something for everyone. The Azure Bar and Cafe. So this is perfect for early risers, for that first cup of coffee in the morning. But also, again, small little light lunches, light breakfasts, even in the evening. They've got fantastic pizzas as well. So beautiful all-day grazing available here. The Yacht Club, really nice, bright, casual setting here, serving breakfast and lunch. And for dinner, we have our Elements, which is our Italian steak and seafood restaurant here. Lots of wonderful dishes there to enjoy. And then our French fine dining, Lumieres. This is absolutely a wonderful French fine dining experience here. There's a champagne bar that you can see there that you can enjoy a nice pre-dinner drink. And then just at the entrance of this restaurant, there's a wonderful statue made of over 5,400 spoons. And it's actually created by a Quebec City artist. So we've got some nice Canadian art on board as well. We also have Coco's. So this is our Asian fusion restaurant, which features 3 different dining experiences for guests to enjoy. So we've got sushi at Coco's for a nice authentic Japanese experience. Then we have Coco's, which is our Asian fusion restaurant. And then we have the night markets at Coco's. So a nice private dining, authentic teppanyaki grill at the night markets, seating 8 guests. We also have a dedicated master classes, our Scenic Epicure. So these will be certain classes that will be offered throughout the cruise. And of course, the best part of it all is that guests can eat what they make as well. So again, something different. But again, all of our dining experiences, as you can see, we don't have a main restaurant. So they're all small specialty restaurants. So it really makes it for a nice experience. And of course, they are all included. We also have our chef's table, which is by invitation only for our top suite guests, available on select evenings as well. And speaking of top chefs, we have our own. We're very proud of our own top chef, our executive director of culinary for our ocean programs, Chef Tom Goddard. He's one of 16 of the best top chef finalists from around the world. That's competing this month on the Food Network for the World All-Stars. So definitely take a look at that and cheer on our Scenic Eclipse chef. So again, we've got some really cool toys as well on board our Scenic Eclipse. So including our 2 helicopters that we have on board. So they seat up to 6 guests. And really, this is one of an outstanding experience here, something really special and exclusive for our guests. These can take off and land on our yacht while we are sailing. And I've seen it, and it's really absolutely just absolutely incredible. So again, guests can fly over remote fjords, the icebergs, glaciers, or archaeological sites, again, to get that bird's eye view and some really unique access. So something offered that we have on board. So our excursions on our helicopter, they are an additional fee. They are booked on board. Just to give you an example of pricing, down in Antarctica, for instance, a 30-minute helicopter ride is starting at $795 US per person. So they're also weather dependent as well, but these are excursions can be booked on board. We also have where guests can dive below the surface as well for some really unique opportunities. So this is our Scenic Neptune, our customized submarine. So she's capable of diving down to depths of 984 feet, seats up to 8 guests, as well as our specialist pilot. Custom built for optimal sightseeing. You'll never miss a moment under the sea here, and taking guests to parts that have never been seen by humans. So really, truly one of the most luxurious experiences available. They're also subject to regulatory approval in certain regions of the world that we sail in, as well as, of course, weather permitting. These are also for an additional fee booked on board, ranging from 40 minutes in Antarctica, starting at $795 US per person. So this shot here is a great shot because it kind of shows all of the wonderful toys that guests can enjoy. So you've got the helicopter, of course, soaring above, in the middle with the 2 gentlemen standing on it. That's the top of our Scenic Neptune submarine. So guests climb down. There's a ladder to climb down there. But we also have our fleet of kayaks, stand-up paddle boards, and our Zodiacs. So again, a lot of activity that guests can enjoy. So when it comes to the different excursions, it depends on the region in the world where we are. So we have different types. So our Scenic Discovery excursions, these offer great rich insights and exploration in some of the polar regions that we sail in. We've got our expert discovery team of activity guides, marine biologists, historians, geologists, and expert local guides that accompany our guests that and share their knowledge from their local experience and in-depth research. So we have different regional teams. So our team in Antarctica will be different than our team up in the Arctic. So all regional specialists. We also, this is another great one on our stand-up paddleboard. So again, some very unique opportunities that guests can enjoy in these incredible destinations that we sail in. And then when it comes to some of the destinations, such as in North America and in Europe, we have our Scenic and Rich experiences. So these are a real highlight for our guests. They're unique, exclusively handcrafted encounters in the most spectacular surroundings. So we'll go behind the scenes and take our guests to enjoy private access and immersive experiences in some iconic locations, such as this one here. So these guests here are just our scenic guests here. This is in Ephesus in Turkey, where we had a private opera concert just for our guests. So again, something that guests would not be able to buy a ticket for. This is something that we do special once on every cruise. And then we also have our scenic free choice excursions. So these are part of our cruise and land experiences that guests can immerse themselves in a variety of activities, from active to a relaxed pace, through our scenic free choice program. Anywhere from a hiking adventure to exploring archaeological complexes to learning about local art collections to history. So a lot of variety of paces, from an active to relaxed pace, and there's always choice. And these are all included for our guests. Now, taking a look at some of the wonderful destinations that we sail in, we'll be sailing to 85, we've got 85 different itineraries, visiting 7 continents, stopping in 54 countries and 357 ports. So very, very unique voyages, because she's always on the move. So very, very one-offs itineraries, if you will, that may be only offered once or twice a year. So really great, unique experiences here. They're divided into 3 different categories, depending where in the world. So we have our expedition cruises. So these are in the polar regions, where we have a maximum of 200 guests on board. And the types of excursions, as you can see, are more with the zodiacs and water type of activities. Then we also have our worldwide discovery. So these are kind of, while they're in between the polar regions and, say, some of like the Caribbean, our cruise voyages. So for instance, on the west coast of North America, coming from the Arctic, we have a itinerary that goes through the Alaska Inside Passage and then down to Vancouver. So different mix of excursions there. Some are the discovery type excursions, but then you'll also have some of those scenic free choice city type excursions as well. And then we have the third category is our worldwide cruises. So we have our maximum occupancy of up to 228 guests, and the different type of excursions. We have e-bikes on board as well. And we've got those scenic free choice shore excursions that guests have multiple choices to choose from. So I'm going to highlight just the destinations that we sail in to give you an idea of all the wonderful areas that your clients can sail with us. I'm going to highlight a couple in each region just to kind of give you a sample of them. Starting up in the Arctic, absolutely magical land here. Of course, the northern lights in the skies here, and the sun stays up above the horizon well past midnight in the summer. So a really great destination. We sail here in the months of August to September, as well as this year, and then June to September in 2024. Guests can discover Greenland, Scotland, Iceland, the Canadian high Arctic, or the fjords. So we've got 14 different itineraries that guests can join us on. I'll just highlight a couple, as I mentioned. So here is a pure polar perfection itinerary. This is our Arctic in depth, a 12-day cruise round trip from Oslo, visiting the archipelago, the Svalbard in Norway. So again, great, beautiful experience here, taking guests, of course, to the kingdom of the polar bears. So our discovery team will be on the lookout for the polar bears. They'll be cruising in zodiacs along the glacier fronts, and some really unique exploration in this region. We've also got, this is a great 15-day program that we're offering in July. Taking guests to the remote wilderness of Svalbard, known as the Polar Desert. It's surrounded by rugged glaciers, frozen tundra, and wonderful mountain peaks. So again, a lot of great opportunities. And of course, with the long daylight hours, again, expands the opportunities for guests to enjoy. And another popular destination, of course, is the Norwegian fjord. So we've got an itinerary that sails there as well. So again, beautiful, magnificent fjords surrounded by those wonderful peaks, diverse wildlife in the region, from puffins to white-tailed sea eagles to dolphins. So a great diverse opportunity there as well. And then heading over to the Mediterranean, we've got the beautiful azure waters of the Mediterranean. But again, on Scenic Eclipse, guests will be getting on and off the ships with a maximum of 228 guests. So I know the Med's a popular destination, but sailing with Scenic Eclipse is a completely different experience. Again, because of our small ship guest count, and as you'll see here in a moment, the ports that we can access. So we've got 8 different voyages that we're offering this year and into next, including this one here along the Spanish coast from Valletta to Lisbon. So beautiful coastal cruise here. And then we've got, of course, down the popular French and Italian Rivieras. So a great coastline there, but you'll notice we're going to be able to sail in to Monte Carlo and Saint-Tropez, where we'll be amongst the yachts that can dock there that the large ocean ships can't. So some really unique ports and harbors that we have in our itineraries, again, due to our beautiful small size. And we also sail to the Americas. So right now, today, actually, Scenic Eclipse is sailing up the west coast of South America. She just wrapped up her Antarctica season and is heading north now along the west coast of South America. We've got 8 different itineraries that we offer here, and here's the inside passage that she'll be sailing in May of 2023, sailing from Vancouver up to Nome, Alaska. And in 2024, we've got a new itinerary that we are offering, sailing from Halifax to New York City. So nice and close to home for our Canadian guests here, visiting, of course, some really beautiful picture postcard worthy towns like Lunenburg, Portland, Martha's Vineyard. So again, really nice ports that we're able to access. As well, we'll be transiting through the Panama Canal. So again, a lot of wonderful itineraries that your clients can join us on. Sailing up in South America as well. So we've got different lengths of cruises, as you can tell as well. So depending on the itinerary, so this is a 9-day cruise up the coast. So again, some absolutely incredible wildlife as well. So another destination that's going to be new and very exciting, being an Australian company, is we will be sailing to Australia, Indonesia, and the South Pacific. So during the months of April through to August of 2024, we have 4 voyages in Australia. So very exciting, of course, to have Scenic Eclipse sailing close to home. But we've also got in the South Pacific Islands. So again, these are all one-offs, so definitely take a look and let your clients know. This one here from Tahiti to Fiji. So again, wonderful ultra luxury experience sailing on board Scenic Eclipse. And then, of course, the Australian itineraries, sailing the North Coast, so the Kimberley coastline, which is vast wilderness up in this region, only accessible by water. So we've got some itineraries visiting this region here, but also on the Queensland coastline as well, where the beautiful paradise of like the Whitsunday Islands along this area here. So again, a lot of wonderful itineraries. And then, of course, down in Antarctica, we have an incredible discovery team. And of course, the locals down there are just absolutely adorable. So lots of colonies of penguins and different species of penguins that our guests have some very unique encounters of. So again, our program runs November to February, and I'll just highlight a couple of our itineraries. This is kind of the, if you want to check off all those boxes, we've got our 20-day Antarctica, South Georgia, and the Falkland Islands. But we also have some other ones, including the Weddell Sea. So this is a new itinerary that will be operating in December of 2023. Great opportunity here to see so many penguin colonies and a chance to see the emperor penguins. But again, it's really an incredible experience sailing on Scenic Eclipse in this region. And the shortest duration we have is this 13-day Antarctica in depth. So we've got several departures throughout the season. It includes an overnight hotel in Buenos Aires before your included flight to Ushuaia, where the Scenic Eclipse is docked, and just absolutely spectacular experiences and landings that we can do because of our dynamic positioning system here that allows guests to do these landings and opportunity to celebrate. So those are all the regions in the world that we sail to, of course. Wonderful. Envoynetworks.ca. You can order brochures. We have a worldwide brochure, then we have specific regional brochures. So if you've got clients that are interested in a particular region, like the Med or Antarctica or the Arctic, we also have those regional brochures. So go on Envoy Networks and you can order those. And then finally, very exciting news that we have our second yacht, Scenic Eclipse 2, has her inaugural sailing on April the 13th. Next month, 2023. So only a few weeks away. So she's going to be sailing from Lisbon to Barcelona. So we're really excited. Nearly identical sister ship. She's going to spend the summer exploring the Med, Iceland, Scotland before moving over to the warmer Caribbean waters, and then Antarctica later this year. So some of the little tweaks on Scenic Eclipse 2, we've got an expanded steam in the spa. Expanded steam rooms to include some aromatherapy. So we've got some experience showers and a custom salt therapy lounge as well. And then on deck 10, we've kind of changed the area there, so some more comfortable relaxation space for guests to enjoy, as well as we've got the 6 private cabanas with all the comforts for guests to relax in, and then a large oval-shaped pool with jets that guests can swim some laps on. And then we've enclosed, we've got a new bar on deck 10 with an indoor and outdoor seating. So again, allows guests the flexibility to enjoy the stunning views with a cocktail in hand. And then I'll just wrap things up just quickly with some frequently asked questions. The dress code on board, no formal nights. So country club casual, but again, beautiful, more casual, relaxed atmosphere on board. For our polar cruises, we will send out a suggested packing list to help clients prepare. We also have a self-serve laundry on board, so guests can use that at any point. We do have medical services, so there is a doctor and nurse on board. So if there's any services required, they can seek that medical attention. And the currency on board is in US dollars. And then we also do have a future cruise desk. So, you know, clients we find are having such a wonderful time on board with us that they're wanting to book another cruise. So we have our future cruise desk, and those bookings will come back to their travel agent that they booked with some additional savings. So that's quickly all of our wonderful destinations and experience on board. And I'll stop sharing my screen and have Beth come back join me.
Well, thank you so much, Tracy. The ship looks amazing. The destinations sound fantastic. Just really great information. Thank you. So we'll open it up for questions now from our travel agents. So agents, if you do have any questions for Tracy, please feel free to drop them in the Q&A box now. And our first question here is, Tracy, I know you mentioned it during the presentation that the Scenic Eclipse 2 would be sailing soon. Can you just remind our agents when that will be?
Yeah, so Scenic Eclipse 2 will be coming out in April, so in a few weeks away. So between the 2 yachts, they both are sailing all around the world. So again, that's why we were able to expand in the destinations that we're going to be able to offer moving forward, which is very exciting.
Beautiful, beautiful. We have Helen asking if the yacht is for adults only.
So all the staterooms are double occupancy, so that's the maximum occupancy. Children are allowed. I think the minimum age is 13. You can verify that with our reservation team. But again, only double occupancy in all of our suites.
Great, thank you. Joanne is asking about the submarine. She has a client going to Greenland Arctic in September of 2024, and she's wondering if the submarine will be ready by then.
That I don't have a 100% answer on that. I would suggest contacting our reservation team again, because it is regional restrictions depending on where she sails.
Great, thank you. And we have Virginia joining us from Alabama in the southern US, and she's wondering who her business development manager is so she can reach out and introduce herself.
So I would go on the Scenic US site, so scenic.com, and on the agent portal, there is a list of the regional managers there that she can connect with.
Beautiful. Thank you, Tracy. Next question comes from Lita. Are drinks included in the price?
Yes, so all beverages, top shelf premium beverages, including all 130 or over 100 whiskeys at that whiskey bar, as well as the mini bars in all of the suites as well. So truly all-inclusive experience.
Beautiful, beautiful. What about your menus? Are there vegan options?
Yeah, so again, any dietary restrictions, or we've got healthy menu choices as well. So definitely all types of cuisine we can accommodate for our guests.
Great, fantastic. Okay, Tina is asking about the extras, the spa, the helicopter, the submarines. Are they commissionable?
No, they're not. So the onboard spa treatments and the helicopter sub are not commissionable.
Great, fantastic. Okay, and it looks like our last question here comes from Melissa. She says, any chance of a ship tour in Halifax?
Stay tuned, you never know. So again, sign up for our trade newsletter. So if you go on our agent portals, so for our Canadian guests, go to scenic.ca. Top right-hand corner is where you'll find the agent portal. Sign up for our trade newsletters, and that's where you'll hear all the latest and greatest information.
Great, great. Thank you, Tracy. So I want to remind all our travel agents that today's presentation is available. It's available immediately on Facebook, and it will be posted on the Learning Center and YouTube shortly. And for all of our agents that are still with us, you are eligible for that gift card. So keep an eye on your email. Thank you so much for being with us. Tracy, thank you for being with us and sharing all this amazing information. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Great. And travel agents, remember that we have upcoming webinars. Please feel free to join us. Here at Travel Week, we're committed to bringing you news and information that you need to sell amazing holidays. Have a great day, everybody.